Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is holding around 20.8k, pretty much sideways movement at the moment. We're not going up fast, we're not going down fast, just sort of in sideways movement. And yeah, we've seen the same picture on various altcoin charts. Here actually is rather the picture short-term downside, short-term negative, after we had yesterday a little bit of a corrective move down, in my opinion, on the Bitcoin chart. The altcoins are following as usually. They follow more strongly, and so yeah, I think the high level picture here for most altcoins is rather down, and Bitcoin as well. But Bitcoin is still holding pretty much sideways, not much loss here with 1.8%. So well, let's take a look at the updated wave count. And I told you yesterday that we are waiting here for Bitcoin in this wave C of this wave 2 for a 5-wave move. So there's a few things here worth pointing out that, in my opinion, could tell me that we are already reversing here and might be getting back to the upside now. By the way, someone asked me why we're not considering this as an ascending wedge breakout. Well, it is an ascending wedge breakout. You see that on the log chart, but also on the arithmetic chart. The problem is we haven't really had a strong reaction to it. I mean, yes, we are going down, but the move that is coming down here for me is not strong enough, really. These breakouts of trend lines and patterns, I mean, they can work. But targets for these wedges, for example, which by the way would be down here, would be the beginning of that move up. I always take them with a pinch of salt. With the Elliott waves, you come to a completely different conclusion. That's just what it is. And it's oftentimes that, there's different approaches to TA, different approaches to trend lines. And when you break a trend line, yes, the immediate uptrend is over, which we saw here. But this doesn't necessarily mean we have to go down here to the beginning of the wedge. We would have to, I believe, if we take out this swing low here, yes, 19,750, there's a good chance we go down. But even then we have a target area here based on Fibonacci retracement levels where we would get into. So I'm not too convinced about this wedge at all. Yeah, no, there's more to it than just a pattern. Let's take a look at where we are. So my view is that we moved up here in a wave 1. We've come down in a wave 2. And we are now moving up in a wave 3 here in purple. In the wave 3, we are in a wave 1 and also a wave 2 correction. And this is a more bullish wave count, yeah. And we have come down in this wave 2 now to a perfect retracement area for a wave 2, which is the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. So normally you would expect sort of the 50% here at 20.7k, the 61.8, maybe the 78.6, which would be here at the previous wave 2 swing low. Now we have come down here to the 61.8, seen a strong reaction to it, yeah, and came down again, and we've seen basically another strong reaction to it. For me, we can now count this as a 5-wave move. We can basically count this as an ending diagonal, which usually would happen in a wave C. Yeah, so an ending diagonal, you can have in that you can have overlapping waves, and we can count this here as 5 waves. It's basically 1, 2, as already indicated in the last video. Then I told you that this could be the wave 3 here, possibly rather this one with a long wick to the downside that touched the 61.8. Then this was the wave 4 to the upside, and here a wave 5. Now the wave 5, the wick is too short. However, the close candle is longer. So I would accept that. I'd be happy with that. And we're already going up, and we're already, depending on how you draw the wedge here, yeah, we're already breaking out of that wedge to the upside. So there is a chance that this is over already, this move down, that this wave C is over. Yesterday I gave you, I believe, a target for that wave C that was based on the length of the wave A, and we added it to the high or the beginning of the wave C here. Yeah, and I believe a target I gave you was 20,000 $700. Now we moved even lower to the 61.8% fib level. So target was reached, even went a little bit further down. And now we are possibly reversing here. You could even call that a double bottom pattern. And yeah, it's time to look for evidence that this wave C is indeed complete. It has done what it needs to do, ending diagonal. It's done 5 waves. It's come to the target of the wave C. It's come to the target of the wave 2 as well. So from that point of view, it is now ready to turn around if this is the bullish wave count. And yes, we can count this as an impulse, absolutely. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, it just needs to push through this resistance level now. Yeah, this is what we need now. We need to go through this red box, which is between 23K and 23.3K. So from that point of view, it is okay. It is, likely to go up from now. If it goes below 20,460, so basically below the 61.8% fib level, I think the next support would be 20,000, around that 20,200 mark here, the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. And as I said in the Ethereum video yesterday, if the next one is here, this wave 3 in white, then we will find that out very soon, because we should see a fairly swift start here to the upside. And real evidence, or at least a really good indication that this wave C is over, I believe would be obtained first of all above that swing high here of 21,000. Well, first of all, here that previous swing high at 20,935. Then even better would be this one here at 21,500, and the best you can get, but then we're already here breaking out above wave B, is 21,860. So this would be the bullish wave count. We can go down lower, as I said. Even in this scenario here, we could go down even further in a wave 2 scenario, and really the entire impulse would only be invalidated below $20,500. Now, at the moment, this can still be, all of this can also be a bearish scenario, as I said before, which is this one here, where we came down in a wave 3, also here on the 18th of June. We're now moving up in a wave 4 corrective wave. This can still be just a corrective wave. And a very important level is the 23K level here. That's a 38.2% fib level. This retracement here has already been has already done what it needs to do as a minimum. It has already reached the 23.6% fib level, but in most cases you would expect Bitcoin to reach the 38.2% fib level, which is here pretty much at 23K. Now, if we go above the 23K level, it just gets less likely that it still is a wave 4. It could, though, still go all the way up to 24.7K in a 50% retracement. But on the other hand, from a Fibonacci extension point of view, if we go above the 1.618 extension, which is above 23K, for I believe the wave 1 here, then it gets quite likely that we are actually really going up further. So for me, the 23K level is quite important. Even better would be a breakout above 25K to invalidate here the wave 4. It is not strictly invalidated. It could theoretically go all the way up to around about 29K, but then we need to see that the wave 4 would be actually too long to be, because it has retraced a bit too much. All the wave 4 is not allowed to do is it is not allowed to get into the wave 1 price range. But if it goes up that much, it has actually retraced too much for a wave 4, and it would just be very, very unlikely it is still a wave 4. So from that point of view, 23K, maybe 24.7K, they are the very important levels here to watch out for. And if we then see a strong reaction here and an impulse down, we could say that we are actually on our way to break below $17,500 again. But at the moment, I'm focusing here still on the bullish wave count, because we can, and because we have to be, we shouldn't focus on what we think the external environment does. We shouldn't focus on what we like. We should focus on what we think is, based on the Elliott Wave count, the scenario that fulfills most of the Elliott Wave requirements. And for me, it is at the moment this one here. yeah, the bullish count. That is why I show it to you. There is for me at the moment no reason necessarily to focus on the bearish count, because we have counted 5 waves to the downside here. Yeah, we have. And we can count an impulse here, correction here, impulse here, correction here. There is for me at the moment no reason to doubt that this is an impulsive move up. Of course, yeah, we always need to be on the side of caution. Therefore, I highlight to you this important resistance level that we need to break to get further confirmation. All right, and that is my view about Bitcoin here at the moment. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.